Begin this public meeting. It is 6:01 p.m. We'll call to order. And we'll ask for a declaration of pecuniary interest and general nature thereof. Does anybody have an interest to declare? I have no hands up. So we'll move forward with number 3, which is the purpose of the meeting, naming of private lane, Scenic View Lane, proposed currently 51-53 Front Street. We'll just read the preamble. Personal information collected at this meeting is collected under the authority of the Municipal Act. All names, addresses, opinions, and comments are collected and form part of the minutes which are available to the public. Following a presentation by staff, the meeting will then be open to the public for comments and questions. When you speak, please provide your name and address for recording in the minutes. All comments should be directed to myself, the chair of the meeting. The report being presented to the committee of the whole is being brought forward to allow for public input. So this is a little bit different than some of our other applications that come through, but I will turn to the planner in regards to the naming of the private lane.
Thank you. Through you, this is a public meeting to gather input with respect to an application submitted by Hux Marina to name the private lane that leads into their property. So the property was recently the subject of zoning amendments that were approved by council to facilitate the construction of 5 condominium buildings. The owners are now requesting that the driveway that leads into the property be named as a private roadway to facilitate the civic addressing of the property. So on the screen, I'm sharing the site plan image of the property. The road where my cursor is the road that's being requested to be renamed from, it's currently just a driveway. It will be Scenic View Lane. What this will do is allow for the township to apply civic addressing to the laneway, which would result in Scenic View Lane addresses for the 3 condominium buildings that are shown here. It would also result in the readdressing of the marina operation itself. The other 2 buildings that will be developed on the site at some point will continue to be addressed from Front Street as they're not accessed from this. So from an emergency services perspective, this is a preferred alternative, which allows each building to be identified individually. Notice was circulated in accordance with the giving of public notice bylaw. So there were advertisements published in the newspaper for 4 consecutive weeks, as well as posting at the office and on the township website. There has been no public input received with respect to this application.
Thank you, Madam Planner. Any comments or questions in regards to the application in front of us this evening? Go ahead, Councillor Maybe.
Thank you, Madam Mayor, and through you. Number 1 on the drawing, it shows 2 building number 5s. Is that a mistake that they have indicated on their plan, or are you aware of that?
This is not a final site plan, so this is just for the purposes of the road name application. So all of that will be corrected once it comes to the site plan application.
And just as another follow-up, once they change this, when do we think that residents will be using it as an address?
I'm not able to answer that at this point. I know that they are preparing to proceed. However, there's many factors that could affect the timing of construction, so I can't answer that one.
Thank you.
Any other comments or questions in regards to the proposed lane naming? Okay. Oh, I have Deputy Mayor Fody. Go ahead.
Excuse me, through your worship, I believe I know the answer. This is going to be a private lane, right?
That's correct, yes.
Okay, thank you.
So just for the sake of the public that may be interested or watching, private lanes are not maintained by the municipality. So the 2 addresses that would be on Front Street would be maintained by us because we're driving by their door, maintaining Front Street, but the Scenic View Lane would not be our responsibility as a municipality.
That's correct. Front Street would continue to be a township road. Anything from the road into the property would be their responsibility.
Okay. The only other thing just to reiterate, part of the reason that this name is being requested is because of the historic nature of the building that was there. It was called Scenic View. So this would tie into the history of the Huck's property. Scenic View Lodge was the former building that used to be along the hill. Any other comments or questions? Okay, seeing none, I have a motion to adjourn, moved by Councillor Maybe, seconded by Deputy Mayor Foti, that the public meeting adjourn at 6:06 p.m. All those in favor?